3, 2, 1. Good enough. Last time, the party had survived. The vampire was defeated, sent down in a mist, a cloud, something y'all have never seen before. It was your first interactions fighting a vampire. And the party battered went up to check upon their fellow compatriots, finding that Isabella was dead. Cedric, holding on to the last ounce of life, was bandaged, and the party contemplated about what just happened. And after some discussions, the party finally rested. There's conflict in your souls. Rudeus, you're worried that your parents are already dead. You know it. You know the worry's there. Artemon, you're scared that you don't even know where to go, what to do, where she is, who to track down. Your purpose is not lost, but you're attempting to figure it out. Soren, yourself, looking for the sword, anything to fill that scabbard, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack the size of a continent. You have no leads, you have nothing. And Mudik, your oath seems so difficult to complete that you have a surmounting amount of pressure upon yourself to redeem yourself in the eyes of your god. But I can't tell you what you've dreamt of last night, but who is the first to wake?
Everyone point at the wood elf.
Me. Or would I take first watch? How do we normally do that?
I said I had first one.
Okay. So, is anything changed around me? I'm just woken. Where did we sleep? We slept in the chapel, right?
Y'all, was it the chapel or the second? Yeah, I believe I did sleep in the chapel.
It was the chapel.
Okay.
The chapel was kind of a safe haven, honestly.
Yeah.
Safe as it gets.
Yeah.
Given the circumstances.
Yeah.
Harmon.
Not my first hotel option.
Huh?
What? Did you flip the room? Oh.
What?
It's some next level shit right here, man.
What? I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Please don't mind me.
Can you send it to me, Mudik?
I made some revisions that I can.
Soren, as you read the paper.
You want me to read it?
Sure. Harmon, are you okay with this?
It's up to him.
I think it's only fair if everyone gets to read it. And then there's personal parts for us that I guess I would skip personally.
Okay.
Like if Soren saw it was addressed to someone else, you'd skip that part. Right. I know I said that there was no downside when Morden sent me back to help you guys, but I only said that to ease your worries. Also, so that no resources were wasted on the inevitable. I am sorry that I, though I do not feel guilty, was already dead, and I made sure you did not share my fate, and that is all I care about. It was a pleasure to meet you all. Although our acquaintance was made because I arrested a brother of yours, we became somewhat a band of brothers. Thank you for the chance to join you and to help you as much as I could on your quests and mine. And then personals. I wish I could have stayed with you guys longer, but my resurrection had a short time limit. Do not worry about where I am, how I am, or if you can bring me back. I am with my family in Celestia. I am the happiest I can be, and I am not coming back. Please take my axe back to a Church of Morden, where it may live the rest of its days. Everything else is yours, except my ring. Please bury that with me. Good luck on your travels. May Morden protect you and guide you. Your paladin, Udic Ashbelt.
As you look to the body of Udic, it's still. No breaths. It appears that he had gone peacefully in his sleep.
Well, you took first watch. Oh man.
Has it been long enough for me to wake everyone?
Yeah.
Right.
You can sit on that letter as long as you want. If you read it, as when you start your watch, Udic is dead.
I have read my portion of the letter. I feel as though I would.
You'll probably have to read Carter's since it's the most
Okay.
that I changed.
Yeah,
I was actually gonna ask you to read it because I wanted to hear it in your voice.
Okay, I'll go get it after you're done with it.
Go grab it. I would.
yeah.
Gotta hear it one last time.
When did he write this?
Oh man.
So, I guess we all awaken,
Mhm.
except one of us.
Except one of them.
I'd say after about 5-ish minutes, unless Soren has a giveaway that he knows. If he doesn't act any differently, it would.
I
guess
feel
it
like
would
if
take about
you, when
5
you woke
minutes.
up, I would be sitting or standing
good.
near where his body would lay.
Well, then I'll. About 2-3 minutes after I wake up, get the senses attuned. Soren, what are you doing?
Udic has passed. Overnight, it appears.
He died?
Yes.
He was fine yesterday.
I thought that also. He left us a letter. I don't know if you'd want to read it right now.
That's it.
Passed over to him.
Rudeus, Nathan, read your part so I can read Carter's.
Oh, you want to get first? Since I have it in front of me.
You don't have to read it out loud if you don't want.
Nah. Rudeus, I wish I could have helped you move in your nice handwriting.
More.
You want me to read it?
Quest to rescue your father. I was able to get you this far, and I have. You might need to read it, bro.
I'll read it for you.
I was able to get you this far. Oh,
Sorry.
You could just read everyone's.
Just out of curiosity, is that a V right there? Like, what even is that? Because that looks like an E. Like,
this touching thing
Go
has
ahead and
been
read it for
beaten
me.
by handwriting.
They did ruin the moment.
I know, right? That's a
I think it's
possible.
fine.
Hey, he knows you better than I do. Oh, sorry.
Alright. Let me get back in my accent one last time.
Yeah.
Rudeus, I wish I could have helped you more in your quest to rescue your father. I was able to get you this far, and I hope that I wasn't in vain. Go save him. Cherish him. Hold him for as long as you can. It can leave in the blink of an eye. As far as Vrookhold is concerned, I know for sure you will make the right decision.
You son of a bitch. May you rest. I'll go over to his body and get on my hands and knees. And I do hope that you're in a better place, Celestia. I would hope. And then I'll put a gold coin upon his eye.
As you do so, Cedric limps over, seeing the letter passed around and hearing the words, "I'll be damned." He puts another gold coin on his other eye.
I'll read what was addressed to me.
Artemon, please be nice to Wyvenfall when you go to find your wife. I do not know what you will find or what you will do when you get there, but I have noticed the struggle inside you. I know you will make the right decision should the need arise. You are a good man. Know this as a fact.
Is Soren's the same?
Cross-check it.
Yeah, I just added a sentence. So.
That's fine. Well, as the party begins mourning, y'all quickly remember y'all do not have time. What would y'all like to do?
I'll take music Zax.
Okay.
Collect his belongings. I know we should bury him, but not here.
I don't believe we have time.
Cedric,
to
what's
burial.
the dwarven custom?
Ever since the, well, custom's kind of dead, if I'm being honest. The Baphometic invasion saw her city destroyed, so we stopped burying the dead. If we don't have time, we don't have time. Underground should be enough. I say we leave him here.
I agree.
I understand.
Let us make haste.
Before we go, I'll give one last look back at him. Put a hand on his shoulder. If every creature were as righteous and kind-hearted as he was, I think our world wouldn't have many problems.
Well said.
We should strive to be as strong and dutiful as he was.
Don't keep talking.
Any last goodbyes you want to say?
I'll just look over and I'll say thank you. And then I'll pull out my map and just start looking at it to see if anything can change.
You are in a city named Lobley. Other than that, Other than that, no real change.
Or do you have anything to add?
I would place my hand on his shoulder. Thank you for protecting us on our journey. I know that you will be happy with your daughter.
Mutic.
Going.
Mutic, I know we started our interactions as enemies, but I am honored to have called you a friend. One of the few I can say that about. I hope you're happy now with your daughter. I'm sure you are. Forging magnificent things. And being a good person.
So Rudeus, as for the map, there are two primarily larger dots. You have this one over here, to the northwest. You have this one, which is closer. From your estimations, you can't even make it here in time.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, even if you didn't tell me that, I'd probably go with the closer one
No.
and
Yeah.
hope that 50-50 is right.
I'm just from what you've gathered, you've gotten information about these two.
Yeah.
The information of Lubli. A small township ruled by a kind, noble family. The last weeks of its existence before the desert saw disappearances increase, evidently, and from what appears to be the ruling family had invited a guest in. It seemed to have been their detriment. As for the rest of the map, there's only been one real section. There's two sections I've kind of updated. Rudeus is a bit different.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
it is.
quite different. That is quite different.
And I updated the river systems to go along with what I've been spouting.
I see.
So, yeah,
Got it. Appreciate that.
Does I'm assuming Mudik doesn't sleep with his helmet on, right?
no.
No armor.
And the sea with disappearances, that's the one that was closer, right? Just making sure.
No, Lubli.
Or are you talking
The
about
township, the keep that you're in
that
right
we're
now.
in right now?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Got it.
You get an idea of some history about it. Some of the last writings that were put to paper have been kind of magically attributed to it through this scroll, through your map.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I forgot to mention. I've only done this once. Gabe, I have a dagger on my person.
Yeah.
I will unsheath my left shoulder and carve a M into it.
Okay.
It's there. There's also a Z already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would Mudik's armor fit in his bag of holding?
I believe so.
Okay. I would put the rest of his belongings in his bag and then put his hands over his chest, make sure his ring is over his heart, and then I'll be ready to leave, assuming we're not burying him here. Or we are burying him here.
yeah, but there's
It is
not
his
too much we
tomb.
can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is his tomb. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll start climbing the rope to leave the.
As you climb the rope and you ascend the staircase, and eventually y'all orient the furniture as to leave, because I don't want to do a puzzle of y'all trying to figure out how to get up 10 feet.
Yeah.
As you open, the sun hits your skin. It's a nice sting from how bright it is. You see a small coin, black, sitting on the rim of the entrance into Lobley Keep.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yes. Give me Arcana.
13.
You've seen one of these before, I believe. I believe your old friend had one. Pine had one of these. He was given one
Throwback.
by. God, dude, all these names are leaving my mind. Typing a storm over there.
Sorry.
I only say it because it's picking it up.
My bad.
Martin gave Pine the coin after Cedar was slain. You don't remember what it is.
I'll take it, and if I don't, get cursed by picking it up.
Sorry, what was at the top? I was talking to Harmon about what was in his bags.
It's a small coin.
Small coin.
Rudeus has already picked it up.
And
I
quite know what it is. Does it
It's a
quite
black.
like know what it is?
An old mate of mine had it.
Our old mate, you mean?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I was there for that too.
Rudeus, as you pick it up, you see your scenery changes quite evidently. As y'all climb up and to follow him, y'all look out and Rudeus is gone.
God damn it.
Is there any trace of him? Or do we just...
He's just
go
the
right
There
over the
is
top
a
and he's gone?
thick scent of sulfur where he once was. But to you, Rudeus, you find yourself at the end of a table, sitting with a meal in front of you. Across from you is... The meal is a nice pork, kind of a roasted pig, apple inside of its mouth, thyme sprinkled on its top. There is courses and courses between you and the individual in front of you.
Can I examine who's in front of me? Like race, like what is this guy?
Roll me a history check.
I'll tell you what. I have a really good bonus, but I rolled a 2. 10?
It would make sense, funnily enough. Where, oh where, is this fucking... I think I have it right around...
Man with a really big nose.
No?
What do you mean by that?
No.
Maybe a
no.
banker.
Stop there.
Now we gotta cut it out.
We gotta cut the recording.
No,
What is it?
Rudeus, in this nicely decorated area, you find yourself kind of cold. There's a large fire to your right, a larger fire to your left. Behind you is a nice open door, giving the notion that at any moment in time, you're free to leave. But the individual standing in front of you is wearing extravagant regalia. What did you roll again on your...
A 10.
never interacted with a member of this group, but this tiefling individual possesses a very fine set of horns, to your understanding, polished. You see his skin is a dark red, and he kind of beads with you with a charming glance of these piercing eyes. But you can't help but feel yourself lifted by another individual of charismatic persuasion. As you sit there, he kind of sits just as so.
Let me introduce myself. Rudeus Domans.
Oh, my friend, I know plenty of you. It is I who must introduce myself. My name is Duke Mephisto. I have much to talk to you about. But please, you must be famished in your current position. So please.
I trust them. I'll have a bite.
It is extravagantly tasting. It is well cooked. And as you begin eating, he begins. And as you have asked, this regalia of which he's wearing is black and silver, interwoven amongst themselves. And he sits with a confidence in front of you. Mr. Domans, Sir Domans, I have a question for you, if you'd be willing to answer me once you, please, finish understanding the rules of courtesy.
Swallow, I'll quickly swallow.
No, please, do not.
Wipe my face. No, please. I do love to talk a lot myself. Please ask.
You seem to be in a bind, might I say.
Very much so.
I believe that we are in positions where we could find a deal amongst ourselves to be most advantageous. Do you not believe so?
That depends on the deal. Please, shoot.
Well, your father is not the most pious of men, and quite hard to keep an eye on. Might we agree?
Yes.
I have at my disposal the ability to find him.
Oh.
The only problem is your name keeps popping up, and it appears to me that you are making quite the image for yourself.
Thank you. I do try.
Of course. Of such, I was wondering if you could do something for me. And I will give you the facilities to find your father, because at this current moment in time, I'm unable to personally help you, but I can provide the facilities and capacity for yourself to find him.
I see. And, what would you be asking of me?
You understand, being a nobleman of yourself, that servants sometimes step out of line. I simply ask that you, especially with the position that you're in right now, it makes it most advantageous to send back an associate of mine who has found himself stuck in that desert for a long, long time. I'm not able to go there. You're already there. It seems that we are at the perfect crossroads, might I say.
And see, who is this person that, you would love for me to, assist?
Well, to be frank, I want you to wring his neck. But
I'm sorry, what?
he needs to die. I need you to send him back.
You to kill it.
His name is Call. But it's not a matter of naming. That puts an emphasis on his individuality and mortality, which is not what I'm attempting to do at this current moment in time. Rather, I need you to think of him as more of a person in my retinue who has acted against me, and his punishment is over. And I need you to send him back to me, because his punishment has been over for over 900 years. And it is infuriating that he just gets to stay in punishment. So, if you could help me, I would be much obliged.
100 years, you say?
900.
Okay. So, what's that? What has he done wrong, per se?
Does it matter?
It does for me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Like, I'm a good-natured person. I'm not just gonna go and
Yeah, okay.
yeah, no problem.
I appreciate that.
Spit.
Yeah, 17?
Okay. He picks up a fork and begins cutting off a slice of meat for himself. Well, would it change your position if I simply told you that it is a fiend? He puts some food in his mouth.
I'll be completely truthful. Somewhat. But I do not believe that all fiends are well, I guess I would, but I'm young. I'm not wise. Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Wonderful. Also, I found my description for him. I had to scroll through my document. The grandeur and elegance of this individual in front of you is palpable. He has silver white hair cascading down to his shoulders, shimmering like moonlight. It frames a countenance that embodies both allure and a sense of danger. His piercing glaze, a mesmerizing mix of cobalt and sapphire, stares calmly at you. Clad in regal attire, he dons a flowing robe of the deepest of crimson, adorned with intricate patterns and golden embroidery. The fabric seems to nigh ripple with an otherworldly energy. His ensemble is completed by a cloak that, as you've seen before, billows dramatically at a whim, swirling with shades of crimson and ebony. Wonderful. Well, if you would so happen to agree to such, then it would mean a lot. But I am, as I know you are, a man of business. Well-dressed, nigh Godshirean butler walks in the room of that level of elegance. And he brings over to you another pan, opens it up, and there's a contract. And it's placed in front of you.
I like his style.
Please, you may take all the time in eternity to read that.
Fortunately, I do not have a whole lot of time. So, you were quite vague when you were talking about how you could help me. How exactly would that work in locating my father?
I walk in.
Carter.
Nice.
You see about five of them, about like a little above average height. Dressed not nearly as palpable, but a little regal, holding a nice little book. Light red skin, real pale red. About 5-inch horns that are black. Some not super long, but a little long, like shorter than my hair. Black hair. White eyes with like, it's not super white, but it's white and you can see the pupil. Sir?
He doesn't even look at him. This is what I offer. I offer you the services of a great mage.
Huh.
And, you know, he snaps, and you see, like, have you ever seen gunpowder kind of light across as it's leading to something?
Yeah.
That effect happens on the paper, and as you're reading at the duration period, it changes from 2 weeks to a year, instantly. How about this? You may have the services of my great mage for a year's time. I simply ask you abide by the contract, and take your time. I've already waited nearly a millennia, but I need that fiend's neck back.
As any good business person would, do you actually have a contract that I could look at and read?
I have a contract I can read to you.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
What's the fine print say?
Yeah, I want to read the fine print before I start signing shit.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, no problem.
See if you can find the fine print.
16.
Okay. This agreement is entered into between the undersigned party and Mephisto, Duke of Cania. The party agrees to engage the services of the provider's representative, the Tiefling, as a guide and advisor, subject to the terms and conditions outlined below. The Tiefling shall provide guidance, knowledge, and assistance to the party in their endeavors, including but not limited to navigation, information, gathering, and strategic advice. If any terms of combat occur, the Tiefling will fend for itself. However, its protection is important and emphasized upon for the party to defend. The engagement shall commence upon the signing of the contract and continue until the completion of the agreed-upon task in a year's time. In consideration for the Tiefling services, the party agrees to provide the provider with 8 gold coins, and a memory that they cherish. Obligations of the party. The party shall provide the Tiefling with reasonable accommodation, sustenance, and protection during the association. The party shall not hinder or obstruct the Tiefling in performing their duties within the bounds of the law and their own moralities. The party shall maintain confidentiality regarding any sensitive information disclosed by the Tiefling that is not meant for public dissemination or for the gods. Termination. Either party may terminate the contract within a 1-week period. Written notice to the other party must be hand-delivered, if such will occur, or immediately in the event of a material breach of the contract's provisions. Governing law. The contract shall be governed by the laws of any country or any kingdom of which they find themselves within. Without regard to the conflict of these laws and principles, it shall also be under the jurisdiction of the Duke of Cania's own laws if they find themselves under such. These will trump these laws if they find themselves on under other planes. The entire agreement. This contract constitutes the entire agreement between the parties and supersedes any prior oral or written agreements or understandings. By signing below, the party acknowledges their understanding and acceptance of the terms and conditions as outlined by the contract. Party, Rudeus Domans, with a place for your signatures, and then provider Mephisto, with a place for his signature. Please note. Yeah.
So I just want to go back real quick.
Of course.
The memory thing. What was that part?
Obligations of the party. No, it is in the compensation piece. The provider desires 8 gold coins and a memory cherished by an individual of the party.
Will I forget the memory that I give, or would I lose it if I break the contract?
Can you phrase it as a question to Mephisto?
I am.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Is the memory collateral, or am I spending?
I'm asking you. Yeah, is this collateral, or am I losing it now if I sign this?
you give me 2, and I'll make it collateral. How about that? You will not forget it, though, while it's in my possession. No souls, none of that. Ridiculous pieces.
No, I think that's fair. As long as I don't fuck up, it's not easy. No.
Pen appears in your hand. You see him write in front of himself with his own pen. You see a signature etched into it.
I do have one more question.
Please.
The capabilities of your great mage. What can he do?
He looks to you, Harmon, and then looks back. Anything you fucking need.
I'll take it out of pen.
The pen, the quill's already in your hands.
Yeah. Yes. Oh. I will sign the contract.
I'll take that deal. You take that deal?
Damn good deal. Let's go. Yeah, I'll sign it.
As you finish the S in Domans, pleasure doing business, Mr. Domans.
Pleasure as well.
And as y'all are like looking around in the sand, y'all just see Rudy stumble onto the ground. And out behind him, about 10 seconds, out of the same portal, Harmon's character appears. Walks out, doesn't stumble.
I'll stick out my hand to the Great Mage.
Well,
Hand on sword. Hold on. A hand on sword immediately as this fucking tiefling appears out of the portal.
Do not fret, everyone. What is your name, sir?
It is Taz Rickson, but you can just call me Taz.
Rudy,
Taz,
pleasure. I need some explaining right now.
I'm shaking Rudy's hand.
Where the fuck did you go, and who is this?
So, okay, just relax. I have made a deal. I may have signed a contract to Duke Mephisto.
Do I know who that is?
Give me a religion check.
Do I know who that is?
I feel like this would severely impact. This would severely impact my answer. 11.
No. Absolutely not.
Who?
Someone that was
my
willing
boss.
to help us. Yeah, he's here to help us if I help him.
Still
I
haven't told me.
mean, do no harm.
You still
Did
haven't
this
told me where
contract-
you've gone.
Did this have anything to do with us?
No,
Just with you.
I have offered my own
Give-
personal.
Take 8 gold away. What memories you give him?
What?
I want to know. I gotta know.
It'd be a cherished memory of one of my father and then one of my mother.
Oh, that's so sad.
And that's what it would be.
Double on my side.
I'll let you figure those out.
Yeah, I'll write what it would be.
Yeah. Well,
After this.
Rudy, you still haven't explained where you went.
That's a good question. I believe his own personal realm of some sort. I don't.
So let me set this straight. You got sucked away to someplace you do not know, and you signed a contract with someone you do not know.
Artemon, I am in a desperate time at this moment, and I needed information and help. He was willing to offer it.
Artemon,
was
it
it?
seems it doesn't concern us.
The contract was of my own 8 gold.
You paid 8 gold.
Yes.
For a
And
wizard.
of course, I must help him kill a fiend. Or bring him a fiend, whatever he... It was just to kill it, right?
Yeah.
Would I buy? He just paid 8 gold.
I mean, I'm not lying. If you
You have a copy of the contract.
yeah.
You know how regal this dude absolutely has given you a copy of this contract.
I'm not gonna show him the contract. He doesn't have to know that part.
But, Artemon, give me an insight check.
May I roll persuasion?
Yes, that'll decrease the DC if you roll high enough. But, like, you're not lying. So,
Yeah.
He's not
I
telling
paid
the
8
whole
gold.
I'm not accusing him of a lie. It's just that it seems
Far-fetched.
I think it's like
that's like if you told me like if you had skin cancer, you told me, oh, there's something wrong with my skin. Like, yeah.
he's not telling him the whole truth though.
But I haven't lied.
He's not
so
lying.
persuasion, yeah, give me a what's your persuasion?
He's withholding information.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. What's your
Damn, I
insight?
almost just rolled a 19. That would have been a 23 if I rolled that 19.
Well, what did you roll?
A 5. No, not a 5. It was a 7.
It's not lying. I mean, like,
I'm only but telling you the truth.
he's not lying, and he doesn't appear to be withholding anything.
Rudeus, I'm not gonna press you, but I just can't believe you just paid 8 gold for that.
I'm telling you, it wasn't just the 8 gold. I also must kill a fiend for him that he's been looking for I believe he said 900 years. So
That is correct, sir.
That's besides. Who are you?
Oh, Tezrixon. I'll put my hand out.
I'll shake his hand.
Oh,
Soren.
Pleasure to meet you.
If you had to gauge Harmon asking you on a scale of like 1 to 10, how threatening would you look?
Not
Or
at all.
like mischievous. Would you look-
Like probably maximum of 4, but just because I have red skin and horns.
just look a little.
I look like like a cheer fellow with a book in his hand. Like
How tall are you?
about 5'11".
Okay.
Gabe, can you let me know when it's been about a minute?
Yeah.
I would like to know his total class levels if they exceed or are greater than mine, or less than mine.
Neither.
So they're the same as mine.
Yeah.
Okay. I would also like to know, hold up. Like the first time I've actually ever used this mechanic.
My hand's still out, waiting to shake in front of.
Yeah, we're kind of frozen in time right now. Look at something.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. I mean, you should know you're in of me if you're
Yeah,
curious.
same.
Current hit points.
57.
But I didn't have to know the exact numbers. Are you greater than equal to?
Oh,
zero?
well,
I need to know because I gotta put it in my sheet.
Oh, okay.
That's why I made motion to him because I don't fucking know.
I
Greater
have
than equal to
more.
or lower than me. So does he look like he could be pretty useful in a fight?
Yeah. The only
Enough
reason I say yeah is because give me a perception check. Let me change that answer.
Okay. Like before I shake his hand, I'm looking him up and down. God, I'm rolling like shit right now. 6.
He ain't Mutic. I'll say that. But you're looking for with a 6 beating a 5. You'd understand that he's definitely not martial.
Well, yeah.
So
I do have a quarterstaff on my back.
let's say with a 5, you do notice his staff.
Very reluctant handshake. I'm Artemon.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
I say we should get a move on. I take out the map. So, my dear friend, sorry, what was your name again?
Taz.
Taz. If I kind of like lean over to him, like, could you help me side?
Taz, you don't need that. You know exactly where you need to go.
I push it away. I just start walking.
Yeah,
Follow me.
Taz knows where he's going.
Oh.
Even better, I'll follow.
Okay. Yeah, we're back. I mean, intermission done.
Doran,
I'll pull it aside as like they're starting to walk.
what do you think of this?
Soren only knows
pretty
Fey
useful.
deals.
Pretty
He just-
convenient.
He just comes back, says he signed a contract with someone he doesn't know, somewhere he doesn't know, and only paid 8 gold and 1 service.
He was about gone for 10 minutes, too.
I'm assuming he read the contract.
I don't think he's lying, but you know how naive he is.
Oh, there's probably something he's not telling us, or something he wasn't told.
They probably took advantage of the situation we're in. It's the only
Yes,
reason
we
it
have.
happened now.
We are quite desperate, but
As
It
long as
is
he doesn't-
on
as long as
him.
that wizard doesn't slit my throat while we're sleeping.
I believe that would break the terms of the contract. If I had to guess, I'm fine with him being here.
In a
I
place
welcome
like this, good help is hard to come by.
You also just
He
lost
also
the party.
seems, yes. He also seems to know where we're going. So,
Good, because we sure as fuck don't.
yes, I'm lost out here.
Alright. I just wanted to hear what you had to say.
I'm heading in the straightest line, like in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the paladin that walked off.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
just
just
walked
doing
over
that.
the rock.
Yep.
Well, there's only dunes for you to do that, so there's nothing.
It's still funny though.
Yes.
I had forgotten
Dan's
at the-
slipping as he's trying to get good traction on it. He's walking so fast.
when I had found the 800 gold at the end of last session.
Yes.
I was trying to give it to people, but they said to wait. So it would now add 200 gold to your guys' bags.
Yes, sir.
Not me. Don't give it to me.
I'll
I didn't-
take it.
I didn't realize how broke I was. Golly.
Can I have all of Mutic's money?
Dude,
You
I-
deserve it.
Terrible.
I'm just kidding.
Terrible.
You want it?
I had 26 gold.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
went all
go-
26.
You add 426 gold to your instead of 226. You take that
Fucking
426,
awful.
Nathan.
I appreciate it.
I thought you could take the 200 and divvy it up into 3 right there. Yeah, but yeah, it's fine.
Gabe,
I'm
um,
in debt.
just real quick. Did you think of the magic item I have?
No.
Just for now, could I have the enchantment, like the spell save and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be. It'll be a plus.
We have +2 spell focuses.
I know.
that
Well, I'm gonna give you a.
precision. I'm gonna pee real quick.
You'll have a +2.
Okay.
The other, yeah. I do think I have the. I have them typed on here. I'll send those after. They're not. I didn't find them too important for this session, so that's why.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna have combat, so I wanted the enchantments out.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah. What did I say? 3 inches was 5 days. Is that my rule?
Something like that. Okay, so for the spellcasting modifier, do I add the enchantment?
What?
Ability modifier adds the enchantment.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Ask him. I don't fucking know. I know shit.
I just swing at shit with my sword. Don't worry about spell
I
saves.
only play barbarian.
Mr. DM, I'd like to rage.
I don't think you'll understand how much I love my barbarian in Baldur's Gate, and then just watching him lose 48 hit points before I get to rage. I'm so glad I just turned level 7, so now I get like a +5 to my initiative. But it's
So, initiatives are on a D4. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They roll D4 initiative in Baldur's Gate.
well, I get like a +8 to it now. So
If you get alert, you will like literally always go first.
yeah. If y'all would like to prod, Rudeus, I know your talkative ass would definitely. You might be quiet after Muduk died. You might take a day. Y'all are walking at a slower pace because Cedric.
We just following this homie.
Yeah, Cedric is injured, but Taz isn't going a speed that's unmanageable, to say the least. So y'all would walk through the desert, and an entire day passes. He stops. He starts setting up his own bedroll, and y'all can go from there.
I want to make sure we're keeping track. I'm still using my 5th level spell whenever I woke up on Ardamon.
Okay.
So I think he has 1 day left.
Okay.
Yeah, you said
You
3.
said 3
You've already done
days.
2.
That's fine.
Okay.
Good on you.
Next day. He's fine.
Do y'all not need to any conversates over a long rest?
I would like to talk to you.
As for hit die, this long rest, because it's not in a secured position, you don't regain any hit die.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you just
Still
wanna,
got my half.
yeah, I wanna put that out there. You're not gonna regain hit die unless you're in a secured position.
So, how does what's your full name? I feel like after I heard it the first time, I'm gonna call you your full name.
Tazrickson.
Tazrickson.
Yes.
I mean, I thought you said
Write that down real
Tazrickson.
quick. Tazrickson.
That
Hey,
is spelled.
hey, sign here.
Right away, sir.
It's spelled Tazrixon.
Said disgusting.
Shut up. All right, every single one of my teachers says it, so now I have to say it.
Huh?
Dude, my teacher wrote his Z's with a line through them, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's how I write
I've
my
been doing
Z's.
that since like 10th grade.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't remember when I started, but
I also write
Y'all
my
are weird, man.
I also
Y'all
write my
you don't get
sevens
the-
with a
What, you
line.
writing 2s, Carter? You writing fucking 2s?
yeah,
You know how
exactly.
to draw a fucking Z? It's just 3 lines. Why you
Yeah,
get
but
2s? You curving
It's
it?
4
It's
lines.
like a math equation. You gotta make sure the 2 is in the Z.
You didn't see my handwriting. It's amazing.
Well, back on topic. So we got Tazrickson. 6 of y'all sit around a fire as the sun goes down and it starts to get colder.
Taz, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What is your affiliation with Duke Mephisto? I assume you serve him.
Yes, I'm his servant. That's it's a little give and take.
So he helps you and you help him.
Mainly I help him, but yes.
How did you
He was a servant.
How'd you get roped into that?
I was just working one day, you know, perfecting my craft, and I got called up. Right, that's how it works. Like, there's a bunch of us that serve him, and then like when he needs someone to go do something, he just calls one of us up, and we go do that thing for him.
So where were you when you got called up?
I mean, in my home, my living quarters.
I feel like Spencer's picturing like Amazon towns.
No, I'm just like trying to.
Yeah, keep going.
So, and you lived on this plane beforehand?
We've always been on this plane.
What's your hometown?
It's a town called Cania. It's pretty big. It's real far away. It's really cold.
Interesting.
Soren would have no fucking clue what he's talking
I know,
about.
yeah.
But Soren doesn't know. Soren's
Do I
picked
even
up.
know where that is?
I can't justify the asking of any more questions that Spencer wants to ask because Soren has no fucking clue.
Soren's like finally starting to pick up where like some of the holds are. Like, you know, his Wyvern Falls over there.
I'm like, I've never seen that on any map.
You are geographically a fourth grader.
And you would, in even the other two would know that maps, they only get so big. The biggest map that y'all have
Hell
seen.
is not included on most of them.
Hell.
Why are you talking about hell?
The most maps, the biggest maps you've ever seen, Rudeus would probably have seen one of these, is a rectangle that kind of shows half of the Empire in all of Godshire, and it's like, just like caricatures from medieval Europe of just like giants to the right. Like, because it's like, do not go over there, it's dangerous. So look at this
Bad idea.
Because like they would make little sea dragons for like if it's a dangerous water to go travel across. So they would just have drawn that. It's like there's mountains here, and then past that we don't really know.
I see. Well, that's all I have to answer for now.
Are any of your gauging questions?
He doesn't have any Artemon can ask.
Yeah, like like what Spencer said. I
Sorry,
shit.
sorry,
so
what are you-
I wouldn't even know to ask.
What are you wearing again?
I'm just wearing some black robes. They're they're not super ornate, but they're like a little ornate. Like if you saw me, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's some poor dude. You'd be like, oh, he's like upper middle class ish.
I figured out something I can ask.
Okay.
So, what are your abilities? What can you do?
I can cast a myriad of spells.
Is that a spell book you have there?
Yes, it's my main one.
What's in it?
Spells. I'll just show them the spells, like just all the different runes and texts. I'll just like flip through them real quick.
I would take a peek and then it'd just be like, just like, I think I know that one.
What is the most powerful magic you can cast?
I could. Well, we're about to sleep, correct?
Yeah.
I could demonstrate if you'd like.
Please.
I'll stand up.
I have no idea what a spell list is, so it was about to be new to me.
You're welcome.
Do it on that patch of sand over there.
Okay, I'll go.
Are we about to see a 6th level spell?
He whips his head to Artemon and says "Powered kill."
9th level spell. That's a 9th
I'm
level.
kidding. It just was really funny.
Well, gentlemen, it was a pleasure.
Good sesh.
Good sesh.
I will. I'll open my book. I'll flip around maybe like the middle to the right to my higher level spells, and I'll look. I'll be like, you got this. All right, and I'll cast.
He hyping himself up.
I'll cast Big B's hand.
Baby's hand.
Oh
And-
my god.
And can I pick myself up?
I think so.
Just kind of and kind of levitate.
Yeah.
I can use that to throw us closer towards the objective.
Despite
It
that
can
once.
grapple a huge or smaller creature, so I'm assuming it can lift me up.
Yeah, I can pick you up.
I'll lift me up and I'll kind of circle around the entire party and then put me back down.
It's pretty quick. Move 60 feet.
Damn.
Quite impressive.
It can also do this, and I'll just punch the ground as hard as it can.
A bunch of dust comes
How
up.
much of an impact are we talking?
Give me a fucking what? Give me a perception check, I guess.
I'll roll damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're just not rolling good today.
It was a good thud.
8.
It was a good thud.
It was a pretty good thud. After about a minute, it disappeared.
Mm.
You can start with a giant hand.
Interesting.
Well, that's one of my.
I'm not
Is that
trying.
your-
I'm not
is that
trying
your
to
favorite-
diminish it. It's a literal question.
Yes, I can. It can do many things. It can hold people, hold monsters. It can punch. It can carry. It can throw. It can push.
Toss me.
Is that your favorite spell?
I would say no, but it's one of my higher level ones.
What's your favorite spell?
Favorite spell.
What is my favorite spell?
Characterizing you. Pick one.
Gabe, what?
Oh, do we touch some sensitive information?
No.
It's not sensitive, but
Uh,
it's like
Okay.
it's one of those.
No, my favorite. It's between two. One's actually doesn't actually take any, like, too much magic. It's one I can always do. It's a firebolt. And the other one,
I see.
it's
classic.
I love this guy already.
Welcome to the party.
Any preconceived notions gone. Welcome.
Gabe, would I notice
Let's
the
sign another
necklace
contract.
around Rudeus's neck?
The what?
The necklace around Rudeus's neck, the fireball one.
Fireball.
Yeah, you would definitely know that. You don't even need to roll for that.
And one that I see you're a big fan of, fireball.
Oh, but of course.
Those are probably my favorite.
Though I will say it is not my favorite.
I'll just like point at the necklace, but I just assumed.
Yeah. Okay. What? Look at that, dumbass.
Whatever.
Whatever, dude.
Okay. Thank you for your candor.
Of course, if you have any more questions or anything, feel free. I understand I was kind of thrown in, so I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything.
As long as you can hold your own in battle, it frankly doesn't concern me that much else.
Like, as Aldrich speaks up, like, who's this Mephisto? Is that like
That's my,
like a lord?
That's just the Duke of the city I'm from.
You look, Rudeus. Your songs get told about. You're the chosen of Ilmat. You just get whiffed away. How often is that?
I once got whiffed away by
Katie.
what was the old king that whiffed me away when we were in the woods? Come on.
Martin.
Martin?
Yeah. Martin.
Raven Queen twice.
He also whipped me away quite often. Is my response.
Interesting. Okay. So, tieflings. I've never seen a tiefling.
Gabriel, what would I have known about this party? Like, would I have been informed about them?
It's been told a little bit.
Would
You would have. Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Like,
You would know everyone except Artemon.
okay. Would I have known that a tiefling brought him here?
Yeah.
Mind shooting, baby.
So I knew that he has seen a tiefling before. He's just lying his ass off.
Well, he's not saying he's never. Well, my bad. Let me rephrase that.
So
I haven't. They're so protective. They don't like to talk. So I was just. Do you have any? Like, who are your gods?
I'm not very religious. Tieflings kind of really aren't. Usually, if they try to serve a god, everybody hates them just because they're a tiefling. Usually, they see horns and prejudices form, and
I know Rudeus doesn't like tieflings, but I think Vrook's fine. You're quite tolerant in Vrook.
It's also one that lives in Braemon as well.
Yeah, so we'll have to see him
He
when
owns
we,
a shop, actually.
if we get back.
Not the painter.
Oh,
Am I
it's
wrong?
Davis.
Davis!
Davis is building the building.
I'm sorry.
He's a connoisseur of business. You know who he is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you might know him. It's like all tieflings know each other.
It's definitely a wood elf comment. They definitely think. I knew it would elf.
Racy man, you know.
When you said tieflings like that, the reason I laughed so hard is because it had the same inflection as like airplane food. I thought you were gonna...
What?
Oh, there he goes.
Oh god, the joke was so bad.
Yeah, you deserve to get DC after some terrible comment like that.
What the hell?
Am I?
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I saw his bubble.
He's coming back.
he deserved to get DC for that.
Anyways.
Also, to answer your question a little further, I'm more opening because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable because of my presence. Because I mean, I've been here for like what, 8 hours.
I mean, I trust Rudeus with my life, so if he makes the decision, I'll follow it.
I'm back.
I smile.
You're talking about glazing? This dude's a glaze.
You will have my hospitality.
Okay.
Oh, he's back. I did want to ask.
Yes, I don't know what happened in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, not much. I just said basically like I don't want y'all to feel uncomfortable.
What's your favorite spell, Soren? Out of curiosity.
What's my favorite spell?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope it's Greater Restoration.
it's that's a pretty good one. But you know, I've got to say, hold on, I have to get the
Like that
actual
one?
right. I have to get the right name.
Gabe, before we go to sleep, I'm gonna cast Alarm, and around all of us in about a 20-foot cube, I can set a little alarm so that if a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area, then it will set off the alarm.
What if a scorpion enters it?
I'll be
That'll
away.
be fine.
Well, it only alerts him.
Well, it could be one of two.
Or audible. I see that.
I'm only gonna set it where it pings me awake,
Okay.
but I'm gonna set that.
Okay. Cool. We got some util.
What's that?
Well, it's gonna conjure animals. It's got to be my favorite spell.
Fair. Does fit you quite easily.
Has some
All
handy
8 of those
situations.
damn badgers.
Oh, what about you, Rudeus?
Ah,
You seem to like fireball yourself.
yes, it is quite fun, but my personal favorite would be Cure Wounds. It's one of the first spells I learned how to use from the church. I always try and do my best to help those around me.
Oh, speaking of that,
Damn.
That timing could not have been.
Got
any better.
smited.
Speaking of what? Speaking of what? Huh?
oh,
That could not have been any
Oh,
better.
he's back. No, he's not.
Speaking of which, oh
Ugh.
man.
Yeah,
Some
now
joke.
I'm dying to know what he was gonna say.
I want to know what he's saying too. I can't move on.
It's
Spencer.
almost like he's still here.
Yeah.
He left. It's just an empty chair.
Yo, what's going on with this room, man? Are y'all on the same network? But his
Yeah,
keeps
it's on the
messing
internet.
up.
bro. Spencer.
hello.
Hello? I'm trying to play D&D!
What's happening?
If it happens
No.
again, you may as well just like play in either mine or Harmon's room.
He can complain in mine since I have speakers. If it happens, if
Yeah.
it happens too much.
Yeah.
This might would be better.
That's funny.
God.
Wait, he can't play in my room. I have secrets.
Okay. Anyway, doesn't the I've just blinked on his name.
Me?
The other dwarf. He looks
Cedric.
like he said yes. Cedric is injured, right?
Yeah, like a battered bitch.
Does it look like something that would go away by tomorrow, or could he use some healing before he goes to bed?
No, when y'all found him, like it was a hole.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's quite impressive.
He's actually moving.
kicking around.
That dwarven resilience, man.
Tell you what.
This is the second character you've had die. And then you pick a wizard.
You're just asking for
He's
it.
playing in the back.
I wanted to play something not martial.
I know, I'm just giving you shit. It's just funny because you die at 2 character time and you go, I'm going wizard.
It was this or a bard, okay?
I would have loved to hear you sing.
I don't think there's nothing I can do for the dwarf, right? Like,
I mean, you can just make him hitting him with a cure wounds would probably make him feel better.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
like a shot of morphine.
Yeah.
I'll like put my hand like.
But it's just
on
he's
that.
not gonna feel better.
Yeah, I'll catch a cure wounds before we go to sleep. 3rd level, baby.
Here you go, buddy, just for some consolation prize.
But there's really not much I can do for him.
Did you roll the healing?
Oh, I mean, I could. I'm pretty sure we're at full HP and all.
You don't gotta roll the healing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of the spell.
I don't know.
Well,
I would while I
Thematics.
also, just make sure.
Bless you.
Bless you. I'll use my trauma response from the mithril canvas.
Okay, what does that do again?
Terrible response. Whenever. Oh wait, no, that's not right.
You mean repost?
Repost?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm sorry. While we're wearing these, making it the
Cars like a
action, you can
dog.
touch another creature, poison, paralyzed, stunned, or
Crispy?
frightened, and take on their. Yeah, if he has anything like mind afflicting, I guess I would try to take. But if I assume it's all physical.
He's just
He's just hurt.
yeah.
he's a chipper dude.
Could you
That's what I was
theoretically absorb somebody's depression?
He tried. He took psychic damage when he did it.
Yeah.
He did it on Orpheus and he took damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's right.
about that.
Bro was sad boy.
I guess
You get locked away for years.
yeah.
I think it was a little bit more than years, wasn't it?
That statement's not technically wrong.
Yeah, but you're not encompassing the scope of years.
Well, I'm off to bed.
Yeah, may as well get some rest.
I'll take first watch.
As you take first watch, Taz pull. I'm kidding.
I cast Fireball at 5th level.
I mean, so while I'm keeping watch, after the section of the letter that Mutic had written me, I'd need to start practicing with using his shield.
Interesting.
I like that.
Very, very, very interesting.
Because
Does he cross my alarm?
no, it's just like, I just have to come to this realization that I'm the party's like sole protector now in a way.
You were the sole protector for so long, and then I guess it hit you after. That makes a lot of sense. After fighting that thing, in that yeah, I could see that because that was probably the lowest Soren's ever felt in a fight.
Yeah, because at first before we got Mutic, I was the sole protector, and it wasn't good enough. We lost Zukanoi, and then Mutic has also fallen, and I'm like, I need to be better.
Damn, I kind of hit you hard with your part of the letter then.
I need to be better at taking care of the party.
I'm sorry.
Nathan needs to absorb
So-
your depression.
What was your shield made of again?
Did I say? Oh fuck! I need to pull up his stat. Give me a second. Sorry. Bronze.
Bronze.
So, you would not use this shield,
Oh, that's right.
For the-
true.
but you can definitely use a shield. I'm not saying you can't.
I thought we looked at it before, and it like.
I will allow you to use bronze. I will
Okay.
allow you to use. I'll make an exception for this shield because
It was Mutix.
of that. I will say. The runes in it are dead.
Okay.
So right now it's just a regular shield.
Gotcha.
They've
The runes have burnt out.
yeah.
Basically.
With the insignia of Moradin. It's a sick-looking shield.
But
It is.
it just appears as a bronze shield. So, yeah. If you want to,
Something cool happen on my watch?
no, it's very quiet.
Okay, good.
Too quiet.
Oh, Harmon, you can change your color again?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to say
Oh,
Oh,
dude, I gotta
shit.
change you.
I
What's-
also
Oh,
put,
wait.
I put Mutix figure over your Zuka noise.
I gotta change this because it's no longer an M on my recording. It's a Z.
T.
Oh, he's back to T.
No, it's T.
T.
It's
My
T.
bad.
Taz. But yeah.
What's your new color again?
What color do you want?
Fuck. What color can I have?
Pink.
This is very important for anyone that's actually watching this.
So it's a tradition.
Oh, wait, you're already pink, aren't you?
Pink. I can make you pink.
I
I can
know
add-
blue. Okay, never mind.
Make it far enough away from the purple though. Like pink red, you know? Because pink and purple are kind of close.
Like a salmon.
Like a Solomon.
Harmon, don't add a third figure to this pile.
Right, he's literally so squishy though.
I didn't get any bosses.
Oh man.
Got no extra figures for the pack.
Yeah. You got the final blow?
I
Say what?
did.
Yeah.
Spencer did.
Spencer,
Yeah, 'cause
I'll-
he had his-
I'll
his
get
death
you,
blow.
Yeah, his death blow.
No, Harmon killed that skeleton black dragon as Mutic. He did.
That's true.
Oh. Yeah. I guess.
He did. He did.
It wasn't in person. But let's get back to this one. I'll worry about that shit later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That's
is unimportant as hell. This color does need to change though. That's a terrible color for. There you go. Sure. But who takes second watch?
I'll do it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll try to, but I assume they'll just be like, no.
I wouldn't tell you no. If you're trying to be proactive and helpful, Artemon would see that.
I mean, I'll be like, hey, I could do this if you need to rest.
I'm fine. You can join me though if you want.
If you don't mind.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll just be going through my book, just memorizing and stuff.
Got it.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah, go for it.
Taz was your name, right?
Yes.
Why are you here? I know your boss sent you, but do you even want to be here?
I want to serve my boss the best I can, and honestly, just learn, just learn about anything and everything, pretty much.
What did he sign?
Rudeus?
Yes.
I wasn't able to read it. I'm just a line in it. I don't know exactly what it says.
What's your line?
What I know, Gabe?
Yeah, do you want me to read it?
Yes.
You would have definitely been informed of your line.
I assume as much. That's why I asked. I believe the original said 2 weeks.
The tiefling shall provide guidance, knowledge, and assistance to the party in their endeavors, including but not limited to navigation, information gathering, and strategic advice. In case of combat, the tiefling can handle itself, however, its protection should be utmost as to keep the contract from expiring. Duration: the engagement shall commence upon the signing of this contract, and continue for a year after the completion of the task at hand, of the agreed upon task, or as mutually terminated by both parties.
I believe it was originally 2 weeks, but then he sweetened the deal.
What was the catch?
That's all I know from the contract. I just know my part. I'm sorry.
Fine. What do you hope to get out of this? Favor?
Yeah, honestly, and to learn more about the desert.
Place fascinates you?
Everything fascinates me.
Cold.
Do you know much about this place?
Do I get?
You kind of. You would understand what happened to it. You would understand that the heroes of the desert enacted. Fuck it. Yeah, you'll know this. The sand of the desert is not a negative consequence of a spell. The sand of the desert is absolutely intended. They purposefully ruined this hold to keep it buried. All of them buried. The sands hold hundreds of dragons underneath it. If Soren had activated his armor, he would have probably detected at least 6 by now.
Oh, I think I tried.
Yeah, you did that outside.
Oh, that's right, that's
You haven't
right.
done it inside yet.
So these sandstorms and these obelisks, their construction occurred. Maybe they've always been here. That part you don't know, but you know that the spell that they used kind of switched them on, and that this.
So it wasn't an accident. This was all on purpose.
This was absolutely on purpose, and you would understand that some of the small histories of some of the cities, but nothing too much. You would understand that you're currently heading north to a city that you know where of blah blah blah. That point's not important. You're going to the city that you know Rudeus' parent is in. To say what I was finishing, but as for like the history of what happened in the desert, it was a ancient Celestian scroll. But the consequences of it are blatant around you.
So basically, the desert. This all was it was on purpose.
This was intended?
They used an ancient scroll to keep the entire hold buried. It actually traps hundreds of dragons. Everything under this, it was intended to be like this.
These dragons are still alive?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't, but I can only assume yes.
That reminds me. You're pretty magically inclined from what it seems.
Yes.
We encountered a scroll a long time ago called Dragon Rend. Do you know what that does?
What languages do you know?
I know Common, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, and some more.
Giant. You would have most likely read some. You knowing Giant, there's not many novels and giants. The ones that do exist are written by cloud giants about commerce in the most proper way to conduct them, and storm giants about keeping the lesser races underneath them, keeping the structured ordering intact. Dragon's Rend is equalizer. Fighting dragons was a pain. There's only so many rocks you can throw at it. Getting it on the ground was the most important part. So, one of the Storm Kings had written it, and he wrote, I believe, 4 from your readings. This is one of them.
Dragons. I've read about them. One of the
Give me
Storm Giant Kings.
Give me a history check, also. Because I gave you all that for free, but we'll see if I can sweeten it.
27.
Oh, he knows his history, bro.
I feel really good for
Intelligent
giving
man.
you all that. Oh my god. 27. You would understand that these scrolls cannot be destroyed, but once they're used, they find themselves in places to be used again.
Okay. The Dragon Balls. A storm giant king made them.
Storm giant magic.
Yeah, it's you have one?
Yes.
When everybody wakes, I'd love to take a look at it.
Ask Rudeus is with him.
Because there's only 4 of them from what I've read. And basically the storm giants, they like having a foot on the neck of all other races. They were really love being in power, and this was very useful in getting the dragons under that foot.
Grounding them?
Grounding them, yes. So bringing them down so that they can no longer fly, as far as I can tell.
Seems to be fairly potent magic.
And
believe this.
one very important thing as well, sorry. Once you use it, it's not destroyed, but it can in some way be used again, but I don't know exactly how.
Hopefully we only need to use it one time.
Do you face many dragons?
We fought one and encountered another. If we
And
had
the
fought
dead
that,
one.
If we had fought that time, it wouldn't have ended well.
Yeah, they're extremely mighty.
We lost our first friend to one, actually.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't believe you've ever seen a dragon.
I haven't seen one, but I know all about them.
You know all about them. I'm not
Yeah.
questioning that, but I don't think you've seen one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not telling them that.
I'm just
Haven't been around the
Yeah,
letting
yeah.
you
the
know.
plane.
We've encountered all sorts of... There was also an undead one.
An undead dragon.
Skeleton, really.
That must have been a sight.
Well, I didn't really appreciate the way it looked when it was trying to kill me.
That always hinders the experience.
Have you traveled much outside of your home? You seem to know a lot.
Gabe?
No.
Not really, but I love learning, so I've read a lot about a lot of things.
You must have quite the library collection.
I'm allowed to read them from my dukes.
Would he let you educate yourself? Although I suppose it's to make you...
He's not a monster.
He's a servant.
Yeah, but like,
just because he's a servant doesn't mean he's like a slave. I feel like you're mixing the two a little sometimes.
Oh yeah, let me drop that in chat.
Oh no, don't expose me right now. It can wait. It can wait.
You get me?
yeah.
Okay. You're doing fine. I'm just like...
I understand.
I
What was that?
I apologize for assuming you were an enemy on site.
No, it happens a lot to
I'm-
tieflings. It's okay.
I've been trying to quell my temper a little bit as the months have gone on. It can get out of hand sometimes.
Well, I'm glad there's not a hole in me. That's a good start, I would say.
Looks at the dwarf.
You're sleeping. Shut up.
What'd you say about holes? Horned one?
Well, as long as you don't give me a reason to put one in you, I won't.
I believe my contract says I really can't.
Take your word for it.
To my reading of the contract, you being harmed or dying doesn't break the contract.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Reading.
What?
What did you
Not
take
like
it out of?
reading, but like after
You,
hearing it.
do you have any questions for me?
Honestly, not really. You seem like a pretty good guy. You, the initial seeing of me, like, that's in the past. Like, as long as you don't hate me now, I'm okay with that.
Do they have any reason to?
I hope not. I hope I haven't come off that way.
No, you've been helpful so far. Keep it that way.
Of course. And if you have any more questions, feel free. If you ever...
I believe that states my appetite for now. I trust you can hold yourself in a fight, and other than that, if you can help us, that's good enough for me. This contract didn't require any payment from us, did it? Or was it just him?
Would I know, Gabe?
No.
I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. You'd have to ask Rudeus. He was the only one that was able to read the entire thing.
Okay.
And I from what I can tell, you can hold yourself in a fight. So I'll do my best to assist. I will tell you I'm not very supportive with my magic. I'm more offensive.
It's fine.
But I'm very offensive.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Hopefully not too much.
That's all the questions I got for him.
Okay. Rest of y'all wake up, and if no further.
Rudeus.
Yes.
Show him that Dragon Rin scroll. He knows what it does.
Oh. A man that reads, I assume. I'll pull it out and hand it to him. Don't open it.
Don't open it.
Don't
It
open
does
it.
read on it in Giants. All fathers rend. That is one of the 4 scrolls. You would understand that the ones that have appeared in your writings, they had caused something key of the dragon to be lost. I believe a particular one with a 27, you would remember that it lost its breath attack in one engagement, but
Okay.
Allfather's Rin hasn't appeared. You found it in a tomb. It hasn't.
Could I cast Identify on it?
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check.
the intelligence score.
Plus
9.
While he's doing that, Carter, it's time for your daily greater restoration.
Yes, sir.
Yes, dear.
Come here, homie.
24.
Ooh, one sec. Perfect. With a scroll like this, a 24 doesn't. You understand, like, you understand that is giant magic. You understand that I do this. It is. I guess abjuration.
Okay.
So we'll leave it at that. I'll give you something for a 24, but you can't discern particularly what All Father's Rend does particularly.
Okay.
You understand that, as I said, the other one had taken away a key aspect, that being the breath.
Yeah.
So.
I'll hand it back to Rudeus. Thank you. I've read about these. They're extremely powerful. There's only 4 from what I know that exist. And I read about one that when used on a dragon, it rendered the breath attack that it has completely useless. It was unable to do it. So it's known as an equalizer in dragon fights.
If we weren't going to fight a dragon in the near future, I could pay off my debt with this. So one of 4. Sheesh.
We're not selling it.
Obviously not, Automon.
Right. We should find the other 3 and combine them.
And then sell them. It's a set. You can't sell one. Come on.
Soren, I believe we have bigger problems to worry about currently than assembling the 4 dragon rings.
Would that
they're-
not
they're
solve one of our later problems?
They're also probably very hard to find.
It's unfathomable that they have one.
I'm
Yeah.
it's honestly insane that you even have one.
How did we even get it again?
The tomb.
Oh.
It was in a lineup with all the other items, but we chose it because we figured it might help us with.
Well, I was asking that. in
Fear no
character. I was asking that in character.
Yeah. I'm saying it to you in character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That would
If
be-
everyone's ready to go,
Lead the way.
I'll keep going.
Do you know if he's even still alive?
Gabe, do I know if he's still alive? Rudeus is dead.
From a day ago, he was. You know,
from-
you know he was alive when you started this.
When I got here about a day ago, he was alive, and we're heading straight to the city where he is. So,
Okay.
let's go.
Do you just know where the city is, or do you
You're
know
going
where
the right.
he
You're
is?
going where, as per the contract, you're going to where you need to go. That is what you would tell them. You're not going.
Vague
We're
wordings.
going where we need to go.
Interesting.
So, after half a days of travel, it is Rudeus, the 17th of Sun's return. About half a days of travel, off in the eerie distance. Soren, could you give me... Oh yeah, Rudeus, I forgot you lost an eye. Soren, can you give me a perception check?
I did too. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, my eyes gone.
Yeah, you're
Also-
welcome. You're like a
also,
bandit.
I just got hit with my 3rd grade of restoration. The burns should be gone.
Yep.
Yes.
He's clean. That's a 17 plus an 8, I believe. Let's see.
25.
25.
Oh. I'm gonna start this now.
What?
Off in the distance, you see... It must be a mirage. Wait,
Water.
is that grass? Taz, as you turn to them, you... This is where we must go.
This is the place.
No, it is a place that you must go to.
This is.
This is our first destination. This is in Brissos. As you'll begin approaching it, there's a shimmer between itself and the sands. Walled, of course, and you see vague images of people standing. As you approach, you hear a barking halt. What brings you to this city? Why have you brought yourself to hell?
I'll step forward. I am in search of my father and mother.
Then you would dive into the hells for these people.
Of course. Without question.
Open the gates! Against these walls are mounds of ghouls. Just bodies of ghouls that have waved themselves for a long time. As you enter into this city, city might be an incorrect term. Township may be better. Quite vacant from what you see. You do see the occasional person, human, and from the gate, don't make any trouble. Doesn't come down, doesn't tell you the rules, just don't make any trouble.
This is kind of wild, isn't it?
Oh,
Very
boggling.
strange.
Yeah.
You said there was grass.
The town,
Is this real grass?
nestled within the vast desert, appears to stand a testament to resilience. The once lush plains that surround it have, of course, turned into a desert wasteland due to the cataclysmic events of history. However, there appears to be a ward that has protected this small city, town. Taz, you would understand that for them to find Gale, they need to talk to the pontiff of the city.
Rudeus, we need to talk to the pontiff.
Man, what the hell does pontiff mean? Like the head?
Give me a religion
The
check.
Jarl.
The pontiff is a religious position.
It's like the Pope, but like
What a nat one.
It makes sense. It makes sense. You wouldn't know it. It was a hard DC, but you don't know of any religion that uses the term pontiff. But you would understand that the word pontiff is a religious head.
Okay.
You don't know of any of the cults that use it, especially not any of the 7.
Got it.
he's just like a respected leader of the community here.
He's the elder.
Y'all find yourself in the city of Imbrissos.
Do they have anything here? Like,
As
Is
y'all
it-
begin looking around, there's I believe I used, which term did I use?
And they speak regular common?
It's a bastardized common, but it's legible, it's understandable.
it's the Creole.
Yeah.
Go
That's a
straight
great,
to
that is a
Creole.
fantastic description of it. Less
I'll come
southern.
down and buy you my gumbo.
There's a temple that you can see, at least towering over some of the others, and a lot of the buildings are made of a white marble, as if Rhodosian, in an essence. Not actual marble, but like a white stone.
Okay. Wait, isn't that the same stone that the town, like the underground city we were in,
Yeah.
was constructed with? Okay.
Underground or just buried under sand?
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell everybody else about what happened here.
Of course, that temple itself is the tallest structure within Imbrissos, but as y'all walk around, y'all find no ends, nothing of that sort. But you do see, a small thing of farming and a few animals, kind of portioned off of part of the city, but you don't see many people.
What do they farm in?
What do they farm in?
No, what are they farming?
Oh, farming. The essentials to feed cattle.
Okay.
So odd.
It is. Oh, this is you right here? Never mind.
Rudeus, I believe we need to go to the chapel. I know this is mainly your thing, so I'll let you speak.
Do I even? Do you know where they go for it to where the chapel is?
It's the tall.
It's that big
It's the
building
tallest
up there.
building in the area.
This building is
Oh!
this building is actually made of white marble, which is kind of what was the word I used? Yellowed by the passage of time.
I see. I will head to the chapel.
There is an ornate glass pane standing above the doors to enter into the chapel, or into the temple. It shows kind of a mound of gold, and then over it stands an imposing figure. As you enter inside, a haze of candles and smoke that does not drift due to the lack of free air inside kind of rest. As you enter, you just feel a glare. Why do you come here?
I am in search of my family.
But why do you come here? We have nothing. Who are you?
I bow. Rudeus Domans.
God.
You said the line.
Give me a perception check.
Disadvantage. Woo!
Are you and Zemo missing the same eye, or is it the other eye?
I forgot. Which one is it?
I don't know.
I think. Did we say my right?
I think we did say you're right.
Yeah, I think that's right. 14.
I almost read the wrong person's description out. Individual is a half-elf. He possesses yellow eyes and a pale skin with regal facial structure, bearing brown hair, shown by his short hair and groomed beard. Upon his belt, he has an ornate helmet, and his strong facial features contrast his elven ears as well as his stature, around 5'10". His pale, ever faint purplish skin is odd. But why do you come to embrace us? We haven't had visitors in centuries.
Well, all the visitors you would have had probably died at the door. It's quite the task to come here, but I believe this is the way.
The way for who?
To my father and mother.
You bear sigils. Who do you worship?
Ilmater.
The armored one behind you. Who does he worship?
I assume he's pointing at Artemon. I'll like kind of like lean up for him to step up and to like speak for himself.
Lathander.
You wear grim armor for chosen Lathander. You?
Is he pointing at me? I'm assuming.
I'll give it.
The Tree Father. area is quite a relief to me.
I guess so. He abandoned us. You in the back.
I don't serve a god.
Roll a persuasion check.
Bro just said I'm atheist.
We're not atheists. We're like agnostic.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Being an atheist back in these
He
times
doesn't
is
believe
like
me. I got
really
a 7.
stupid.
Cocks his head. So come looking for people in a town that has no visitors. Strange. Strange. Well, son of a rack. What is it you expect me to do?
I guess I could first ask, do you know of Gale Domans?
Never
Or
heard
an
the
Annabelle.
name.
I get. Do you know of any relics, by chance? Maybe the Banishing Stone?
Yes. Are you telling me that you seek destruction? What type of statement is such? You come into this holy site. You speak of damnation?
No. I worship Imhotep. All I ask is to bring peace and help to those that are in need.
Through the use of a banishing stone.
I do not need
Quite peaceful.
It's the only lead I have to maybe finding the whereabouts of my family.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use the luck point. It's just bad. No, whatever. I'll stick with it. 12.
Everyone leave. What's you? Lathander. Everyone else out.
I'll leave.
Yeah, alright. I'll try.
After getting a second look at the glass pane, am I getting any vibes from anything that I've seen before?
Give me a religion check.
Because the gold reminds me, I think you called him Pluto.
You know.
You can roll with advantage because you just said his name, but let's see.
Yay! I needed it. 16 plus 7, 23.
This is a temple of Pluto. I've never seen a temple of Pluto. You were in a crypt with a statue of Pluto.
Yeah.
But this is the Rich Father's temple. You, Thunder. Oh, you're here.
Find Rudeus' father.
That seems such a nice little statement. I don't believe you, to be frank. But
I don't care if you do.
well, you should.
It's the truth.
Roll a persuasion.
We are not rolling hot today. 12.
You got through the ward.
Is it designed to keep out evil things?
That is its intention, but it's designed to keep the sand at bay.
Do you know where his father is? Can we just make this easy on both of us?
I wish. The problem is, you know where we are. You know where this town is.
What would we even do with that information?
If only you knew. If only.
Are you trying to suggest an exchange for something? I don't
Us?
see why I don't see why you have me here. Me specifically.
This Lathander can't lie. He's terrible
I'm
at
not
it.
lying to you.
No, but you don't know. Evidently something. Give me an hour. You can send the boy back in, but give me an hour.
Okay.
Why? As
I'll
like
leave.
you leave, you just hear him say, "Why? Why?"
I'll walk back out the front door of the chapel.
Anything?
He thought I was lying to him when I told him why we were here. So I showed him.
So- So, Mr. Taz, why are we here?
Rudeus, I believe, as part of your contract, I think I overheard that you needed to kill someone
The fiend.
for Duke Mephisto.
So that comes first.
It's on the way,
Mm.
and I believe that is him.
That may be something the guards would describe as causing trouble.
Regardless, Rudeus, he wants to see you in an hour. Did give him an hour and send you in.
In the contract, it wasn't immediate to kill the fiend. No. Couldn't I technically
You had it with you. Read it.
use the fiend to help me first, if he does either, or in an hour he's gonna try and kill me. Maybe that's the case.
You're asking Gabe?
Yeah,
Or is
he's,
that-
yeah, I think he's just spitballing.
I'm more of talking it out loud.
I'd say you got the contract, bro. Just read it.
I mean, yeah, I'll look at the contract real quick. Does it say that I need to do it? Because he said that I could take my sweet ass time doing it. That's what he said.
the engagement shall commence upon the signing of the contract and continue until the completion of the agreed upon task, plus a year, or as mutually terminated by both parties.
I got a year. So I first go. Do you know anything of this fiend, Tez? Like, what are we dealing with?
He really likes fire. Fiends usually do. It's pretty obvious. Quite powerful. I believe that is him. And if you're worried about him helping you find your father, I know where your father was a day and a half ago, and he couldn't have gone far. And if we're here, we might as well get part of your contract over with.
Yeah. I'll do the end of my contract. And afterwards, we'll go straight to see my father.
But we do have like 58 minutes to figure out how we're gonna do this without alerting the entire town.
Do we strike at night?
Gabe, would I know anything about this town? Like the workings of it or anything?
No.
Okay.
You would... No. No.
Any inputs? I believe it's clear of what we're going to do. But
You signed a contract.
oh yes.
Uh,
I just
Mi-
asked for
Mr.
input on
Mr.
how to
Tag,
go about this.
how do you... I thought... The storybooks at least said fiends look... different. Why does he look like us?
Fiends can take many shapes. Now, I said I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure that is it.
Oh god.
Do not fret.
We could, so we don't have to kill him now or in the hour that you're gonna go meet him, Rudeus.
I guess
But
it'd
maybe-
be good to first talk to him in an hour and see what he has to say.
Maybe we should look around the town, see what's up.
Yeah.
I know there's not much here, but I mean, any bearings is a good bearing.
True. I guess we'll first go look for anything odd.
There's not much in this town. I'm like this is about as bare bones as you can get. There's no tavern, there's no... Because
It's like chapel, people's houses.
it's literally chapels, people houses, and like a square outside the chapel for people to come like pray to, I guess. But it's...
Man, how isn't there even a population here? I'd commit suicide. Jeez. Just trapped in the desert in this little town for like your
Oh,
whole...
when it's all you know.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I guess that's
it's
fair.
evident that they've been trapped here for fucking 1,000 years.
Centuries.
What the
This is
fuck?
At the least 900 years.
Why don't they just slowly move the ward towards one of the gates?
Okay, that's not how that works.
Mm. Can I see where the like? So the ward, right?
Yeah,
like
you got...
That's a physical. Yeah. Like, can I see where that is?
Yeah,
Like,
there's a blatant like shimmer
Yeah.
of where it...
Yeah.
You wanna give me like Arcana on it?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Boom.
No problem. 19.
19. That's fat.
Huge even.
Where is it? You would know it's an abjuration spell. A greater one at that. It's absolute. As you see like the sandstorms kind of hitting against it over the top and like scaling over. From what you should notice, that the town should be in darkness at sometimes, but it kind of like negates how the sand would affect it. What are you trying to get out of the spell?
I don't think could I tell, like, is it evil? Well, like, that's not really how I want to put it. It sounds stupid. You source of like who the maker is, right? Of who could have summoned it.
Give me a religion check and an arcana check.
Ah, it was Pluto himself.
Hey, Gabe, could you look at what I sent you? Real
Yeah.
quick?
Would be funny.
Cardiac.
Religion check, nat 1. And Arcana is 19.
You know, fuck all about Pluto. That's what we're figuring out. So you have no idea if this is connected to him.
Okay.
Total 19?
Yeah.
You sense 19. You sense a level of radiant magic coming from it.
From him?
No, from the ward.
Ward.
Yeah, okay.
Does it look like the ward killed the ghouls or the guards killed?
There's arrows and bolts in the ghouls.
Okay.
Bullets.
Bolts.
Oh,
Bolts.
bullets. What?
You said
You're whipping out the blicky.
Backwater Creole town. Well, they would have guns.
Hey, have you seen the gate to the desert? It's back the way you came.
I don't know what else to look for. Unless anybody else wants to do anything. I think I'm just gonna wait till I speak to the dude again.
I think that's best.
No plátano, papi.
Okay. You wait an hour and you're invited back into the temple.
Oh, headed.
As you enter, the door kind of closes behind you. Rudeus, you said it was.
Yes.
You asked if I know where the banishing stone is. Inferred it.
Oh, I asked if you knew about it.
I have your word you will not come back if I send you that way.
I think that's fair.
Do I have your word you will not tell anyone of this place?
My lips are sealed, sir.
And give me a reason to believe you. A reason to trust you.
Rip up the contract.
There is nothing I could give you except my word that I am here not for destruction or bad will to your people. I don't even know. I didn't even know this city existed.
Who did?
I'm.
Who knew where we lived?
No one did. No one in my party did. It was just the best way to explain it to you. It's the way to my family. That's all I am in search of.
Roll a
And this was
deception
the
check.
direction I headed. Luckily, I'm pretty good at that. $18?
You came from south, right?
Yes.
May the rich father protect me. I warned you. Where I send you is death. Your father's dead if he's there. Your mother's dead if she's there. And I tell you, do not face her.
Don't underestimate my parents.
North of here is a city that's been reclaimed. Its name is Serpentis.
Did you say reclaimed?
Yes.
If I might inquire. You said she. Who is she? Who do you mean by she?
She is awful. She is nightmarish. That's all they said of her. We sent a foraging party hundreds of years ago. I've sent one there every century to find anything to help us. And every time one man comes back blinded and says she did this to us. I don't know. I do know that that city's full of snakes. Full of these monsters, these Medusae. I do not know who she is, but I do know that these creatures, they used to inhabit Rudeus, if such a place still exists. It appears that they fled, and that they take shelter in this city they call Serpentis. But do not face them, do not kill one, or you will turn to nothing. But you must leave.
Thank you for your time, and just one more question, if I may ask. Would you say by chance that she is fiendish?
Is that a joke?
No.
I have no idea. I've been stuck in Brissos for much longer than you've been here.
I understand. I'm sorry to bring you any pain.
You worship a comforting God, but your presence scares me. Please leave.
I shall be on my way. I head out.
You could have asked him exactly how long have you been here. Would you say 900 years? Rough estimate.
Yeah, no, I could assume. I'll meet back up with the party.
And just waiting outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still in one piece. That's good.
I'll relay all the information that I just heard to them.
Yeah, that's why I said it to them. I wasn't doing a one-on-one.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just gonna recite that everything.
Do you think that's your target?
Well, she sounds like she may be what we're.
I was
Oh.
talking about the priest.
Oh, the priest? Oh, I don't believe so. I don't believe him to be a fiend. At least from what I've picked up from the ward is what I'm assuming.
Wizard?
From what I know about fiends, they could be very deceptive. I've read many books about fiends that look just like y'all and go around and wreak havoc.
I believe the fiend could possibly be where we're next headed. Or I should ask you. So it's hard for me to comprehend of this way that you go. Is there a new destination, or is it still here that you seek?
Me?
Yes.
This was just a stop. If that, I didn't know exactly what you needed to kill, but if that was it, the stop was necessary. I was just told it was a stop, so I don't know exactly why we stopped here.
I'm most confident contract ever.
You signed it without.
Taz, you do know where to go. I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's no question.
I know where to go.
Yeah.
Like,
You think this was a kindergarten lawyer or something that wrote this shit?
well, I was expecting the guy to be
This
a bit more
motherfucker took the
useful.
bar
The
exam.
guide's taking it, right?
You can't write a contract.
The guy's
Took the
taking
bar
it.
exam twice. You think you can't
You
write
should
a
have been
contract?
like, let me consult my colleague.
This
I'd
isn't
like to pull out
Suits.
my map and look for the location that the priest spoke of, and if it popped up on the map or not.
Yeah.
Where she is. The woman.
I have a name for it. I can't find it, but some of my notes are scattered on my phone.
Let's call it the place.
No, one sec.
Did you just call it like Serpentis or something?
That's its new name.
Makes sense.
Would it be in here? I hope it's not. Oh, these stat blocks are terrifying.
Okay.
Terrifying,
They haven't
dude.
seen my stat block.
A big piece.
Fireball.
You'd have it flick off somebody before you punch them.
Don't keep discussing amongst yourselves. Well,
Pretty confident that he's not the fiend. Pretty sure the fiend is maybe what he's so terrified of.
Wouldn't that be
Oh.
too convenient though?
I mean,
That seems awfully
Maybe.
convenient.
but if the place that if the destination that has believes is the way is also the city that he spoke of, then I think that is something to connect.
you not put all my shit in one doc, in one all my questions in one little thing. Because I like to ask for names, but
How long have you been doing this?
I know, right? I need to. It's so easy to get all my info on here, and then to transfer it is such a pain. Because I can type on this. Fuck it.
Don't.
The
You have time on the contract. If that turns out to be the fiend, I'll come back and finish the contract later.
But didn't you just give your word that you would?
The contract
Well,
just
I
says
didn't,
he
sign,
has
I
to
didn't sign a
die.
contract with the priest.
back up. On the map, you do read that this ancient city was home to there we go. Go scroll down, do this one, scroll down further.
Also, did you see that pile of money?
I cast invisibility and
Um,
I go into the church.
So even if he's not the fiend, you could pay off your debts right there.
What pile of money? Some of the
It was
glass
on money.
pane?
I thought you said he was like on money.
No, the glass pane is a picture, has a pile of money envisioned in glass with a figure over it, the rich father. You do know that this is home of Aurelie Charlson, one of the champions of the desert.
Aurelie?
A-U-R-E
yes?
with a little line over it. L-I-E.
Did you say he has a son?
Aurelie is a woman.
Did you say she has a son? Perhaps with an N at the end of her name?
Wait. Is she who I think she is?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
She was part of your school. She's a member of the college.
This woman's the shit. I've heard about her.
Is she the shit?
She is the shit.
So
What kind of shit do you know?
you
about
also see on the map that it's
Great
about.
question.
This city's about 3 days travel if you make haste.
Jesus.
If you bring Cedric with you, you won't be able to make it in that time.
Couldn't we put him on the floating slab? Like, unironically.
I think that's a good idea. Because I mean, otherwise, we can't leave him here. So we would have to like take him out back.
No!
I guess if Soren turned into maybe, you never would have seen a camel.
Yeah, there's nothing in this.
Give him
fucking
the old
test-
yeller.
If Soren could think of an animal he could turn into to carry him.
Wait, what animals do you know, dog?
You could
Forest
probably turn
animal.
into a giant eagle.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Let him ride.
But I just fly overhead.
Yeah.
You'll be the scout.
Rudeus and Artemon at the minimum. Also, most likely, Taz. Y'all would know what a Medusas. Gorgons.
Don't look in the eyes, right?
Don't look at it at all. What do you mean?
Don't look at it at all.
Well,
Yeah.
But what if I just stared at the toes?
You don't do that either.
The toes are also snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to look near it.
You don't look fucking anywhere near it. I'm gonna close your
have to-
eyes.
You have to look at its reflection in the back of your iPod.
I like those movies. Don't make one of them.
No, I loved the first movie. Like, unironically, but...
Oh yeah, I mean, if that
I would know one of them is worrying. A city full. Whatever that means.
Oh, what?
A city full?
of
A
Oh,
city
yeah.
full of Medusae?
I assume it's just a bunch of snakes that will turn you to stone.
They're a little bit more than that, but
I don't know.
I could just pretend to be a snake.
slither your way in.
the looking at them problem still remains.
Yeah.
Okay. What are y'all planning on doing?
Great question.
I think that's up to old boy
I
here.
mean, Tez, next destination is it? I like look at the map. In point. Is it here?
This I was told this was the stop, and I feel like we haven't done anything here. This was the first stop, and usually a stop there's an accomplishment. I wasn't told much. I was told this was a stop, and then the other destination.
And what,
I found
what you've said, I mean, Taz is right. Unless you're willing to break your word with the Pontiff, but that's not like you.
Tess, I thought you said that we just had to speak with the Pontiff.
That's all I knew. I wasn't exactly sure who the Pontiff was, but after the look, I'm a little bit more sure now.
Sure of what?
That it could be the Fiend.
Tez, and
Oh, the city's name is Saren.
Like the deadly gas?
No, not spelled anywhere near it, but
Oh.
I mean, how about this? Of course, Aldrich speaking up. We could go to Serpentis. If your fiend isn't there, who cares of breaking the word of a lying, fiendish devil, right? I mean, who cares?
kind of same mentality I have. Thank you, Anscott. Not Anscott.
Whoa!
Freudian slip.
He's got too many dick riders, apparently.
I know, right?
What's Ed's got up to right now?
Alright. I bet he's doing great.
But he's still
Being a cuck. Sorry.
So as long as we have a way to travel with Cedric, like, don't you fucking worry. Don't you worry about me, boy. I'll find a way to speed up.
Don't worry.
Well,
You'll hit your ride.
Rudeus, I'll follow you, but let's go to the city and then, I mean, this town is eerie. It is unnatural.
It is.
Is there a way for me to tell from Mudik's amulet if there's a fiend nearby? I don't know what his amulet did.
It was just my focus.
That was your okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like no.
Rashford is strong.
What is blood waffling about?
I'm just waffling.
Alright, making a decision. We're gonna head to the city that could possibly have the Medusae. Or not could.
Possibly, it does.
have. It does have, but we'll head there. We'll see if my hunch is right. I believe that the fiend could be there, not here. But if I'm wrong,
With the updated
per
information
contract.
from the Pontiff, the lost city of Saren, Serpentis, once known as the city of Saren, lies deep within the heart of the desert. Inhabited by Medusae, the race of snake-haired beings with the power to turn others to stone. The city exudes a eerie beauty. The Medusae are fiercely territorial and protect their city against all who have tried, from the words of the pontiff. Within the crumbling structures. ...
So what was that last part?
Dot.
Right before that though.
Within the crumbling structures.
It's like Attack on Titan, right? And within the structures, there's things in it, right? Like beings.
No. Fuck no.
That's the best I got.
Can we just get a really big mirror?
Yep. Where?
They might have one here right before you leave. Go buy a pawn shop.
Someone give me an insight check. For yourselves. DC 5, you dipshits. What did y'all collect from the Temple of Fangar? Fucking
We didn't roll,
idiot.
though.
I don't think
We have a,
Stop railroading us, okay? Let it happen.
we have a bunch of those
rolled on that
too.
one.
You have 2 of
I
them.
rolled a 10.
That's a
What?
bunch.
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, who collected those? Because it wasn't me, so that's
What
not my
me?
fault.
It was Mutic, so they're now in possession of Soren.
What?
Doran.
They're just like mirrored replicas of the Eye of Fingar.
Yeah, we shall use those.
That's right. I do remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, I forgot all about that, brother. But
The moon
we-
god
we-
comes in
we head out
clutch.
to Busty Medusa.
Okay.
What?
We'll leave it off on that.
Yeah, please.
No, don't leave it on that.